So with all the recent talk that I've been doing with AI, it's typically always doom and gloom, and it's always just more AI stuff doing just the worst things imaginable and companies not caring, and there's always never a repercussion for said company using AI. Except for this story. This is one that puts a smile on my face because it's nothing that makes me more happier than seeing companies try and just throw everything away, start using AI, and then when it backfires on them, they try and scramble. Actually, no. And then they get in trouble, and then they're like, wait, no, come on, don't penalize us for using AI. We thought, no. You want to fuck around and find out? So be it. And that's exactly what happened with the situation between Air Canada and a passenger. So when I saw this headline, I couldn't help but smile because it's just the greatest thing to read, right? Air Canada must honor refund policy invented by airline's chatbot. Now, of course, for anyone who's been keeping up with AI or anything in that field, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, all companies want to try and get rid of actual human support and push everything to AI as much as they can because they see it as a cost-saving measure. Except for this company when they realized that it didn't go the way they were hoping it would. It says, after months of resistance, Air Canada was forced to give a partial refund to a grieving passenger who was misled by an airline chatbot inaccurately explaining the airline's bereavement travel policy. It said, on the day that Jake's grandmother died, he immediately visited Air Canada's website to book a flight from Vancouver to Toronto, unsure how Air Canada's bereavement rates work. Jake asked Air Canada's chatbot to explain. It says the chatbot provided inaccurate information, encouraging Mofat to book a flight immediately and did request a refund within 90 days. In reality, Air Canada's policy explicitly stated that the airline will not provide refunds for bereavement travel after the flight is booked. Mofat attempted to follow the chatbot's advice and request a refund, but was shocked that the request was rejected. Mofat tried for months to convince Air Canada that a refund was owed, shared a screenshot from the chatbot that clearly claimed, if you need travel immediately or have already traveled and would like to submit your ticket for a reduced bereavement rate, kindly do so within 90 days of the date of your ticket was issued by completing our ticket refund application form. So what this means is, this bot provided information for something that does not exist. If you've ever used any AI or chatbot in the past, then you know that it typically likes to make up bullshit that doesn't exist. It'll sit there and tell you one thing. Pretty much what AI chatbots are, or their entire purpose is to tell you things that you want to hear, not things that you don't want to hear. So for this person wanting to get a refund or try and get information regarding one, it's going to try its best to try and give them information on terms of trying to get a refund, even if there's no such policy that exists. And that's where this company fucked up. They have a chatbot and they're using one to try and outsource actions so they don't have to have an actual human present to try and answer questions like this that can actually provide real assistance. Instead, they want a bot that's just going to feed you a bunch of bullshit, things that you just want to hear. It says Air Canada argued that because the chatbot response elsewhere linked to a page with the actual bereavement travel policy, Mofat should have known bereavement rates could not be requested retroactively. Instead of a refund, the best Air Canada would do is to promise to update the chatbot and offer a $200 coupon to use on a future flight. Of course, that's Apollo dog shit. That's why would someone want to accept that? To tell me that, hey, our bot, it fucked up, that's on us. We're going to update the bot so it doesn't do that mistake ever again in the future. And you know what? Here's a $200 coupon. Sorry for the miscommunication. No. Take the money as much as you can. You have a bot that is supposed to be official service and do this task, and it fucked up. That is not the passenger's fault. That is not the customer issue. That is not their problem. That is you as a company. You are a fucking gigantic ass company, and you should have done your due diligence when setting up a service like this. If you have no problem getting rid of actual people to sit there and help out customers, then you should be able to take the heat in the kitchen when shit doesn't go the way you want it to, all because you want to save money. As simple as that, bro. It's easy. Now, the best line in this entire paragraph is right here. It says, according to Air Canada, Mofat never should have trusted the chatbot, and the airline should not be liable for the chatbot's misleading information because Air Canada essentially argued that the chatbot is a separate legal entity that is responsible for its own actions. Dog, this ain't there's no sentience. It's a fucking chatbot. It's part of your service. What do you mean that they shouldn't trust? You're telling me if I go to your bot and I talk to a fucking bot that is part of your goddamn website that I shouldn't trust it? Then why do you have it? Why are you using it? For what purpose? Why? That makes no fucking sense. What do you mean it's its own legal entity? As if a chatbot is supposed to represent itself in fucking court? Make that make sense. Because it doesn't. It makes no sense. This is a company that got caught with their pants down for trying to be cheap fucks and start using AI as their go-to means for everything. And then when shit hits the fan, they're like, oh, wait. AI that has nothing to do with us, all right? Like, this is its own thing. That it's not our fault that someone went to our website and they used our bot, and then they thought that it was going to provide accurate information because it's on our website. It's not our fault that the bot misled them. How can we be held liable for that? Bitch, what? The fuck? Excuse me? I mean, of course it makes no sense. You look like a fucking moron making a statement like that. I can't believe that a company as big as Air Canada is even going through the trouble of even doing this shit. They should have just said, hey, you know what? Our bot fucked up. We're going to update it. Here's a complete refund, and then move on with your day. Why even fight this to begin with? Especially for, it's not like this motherfucker was asking for millions of dollars either. It seems like such a silly fight to even go to court over. They should have just gave the motherfucker his money and called it a day and said, we don't typically do this. Our bot was wrong. Here's your money. Have a great day. That's all they need to do. But instead, they thought they were going to be able to take this shit to court and win, especially making a dumbass statement like, oh, hey, you should have never trusted our own chat bot on our own website because it was going to give false information. Okay, buddy. Experts told the Vancouver Sun that the MoFats case appeared to be the first time a Canadian company tried to argue that it wasn't liable for information provided by a chatbot. I wonder why. Because it's fucking stupid. Of course you're held liable. It's your goddamn chatbot on your fucking website. Like, there's no argument to be made there. Tribunal member Christopher Rivers, who decided the case in favor of MoFats, called Air Canada's defense remarkable. Air Canada argues that it cannot be held liable for information provided by one of its agents, servants, or representatives, including a chatbot, Rivers wrote. It does not explain why it believes that is the case or why the webpage titled Bereavement Travel was inherently more trustworthy than its chatbot. Further, Rivers found that MoFats had no reason to believe that one part of Air Canada's website would be accurate and another would not. Air Canada does not explain why customers should have to double check information found in one part of its website on another part of its website. And so in the end, Rivers ruled that MoFats was entitled to a partial refund of $650 off the original fare of $482 USD, which was 1,640 Canadian dollars, about 1,216 USD, as well as additional damages to cover interest on the airfare and MoFats tribunal fees. Air Canada told ARS it will comply with the ruling and consider the matter closed. Of course, they have no choice, but they have to comply with it because there's no choice. But that is the funniest thing. I like when he puts it right there. It says Air Canada does not explain why customers should have to double check information found in one part of its website on another part of its website. And that is that's the crux of it. Why should someone have to sit there and be like, fuck, I don't know if the chatbot on this website is telling me the accurate information on his own fucking website. That makes no sense. If you're going to sit there and employ this, then you should hope that the people that you hire, the chatbot that you use, is going to give accurate information. There is no case to be made sitting there and say, well, you know what? Sometimes our shit ain't going to be accurate. So it's on you to go on our website, even though you're already on it, and to make sure that you go find another page that backs up the information we just told you somewhere else. That makes no sense. So I'm glad that this company got fucked in the ass, because trying to hide behind an AI and say, oh, well, hey, that's on the AI. It's not our fault. The AI chatbot should have known better and not gave false information, and we're not going to be held liable for it. No, you will be, because it's on your website. You decide to use it, and it represents you and your company. So it's fucking wild, man. If you're going to go through the trouble of have a chatbot set up on your website, and it's going to represent you, and it's going to provide information that's supposed to help out customers, then yes, you're going to be held liable for that. And so this is one of the few things that make me happy to see a company try and shift everything to AI and a chatbot and royally get fucked. Because of course, more times than not, companies do get away with a lot of scummy shit. And typically with AI and everything that's been going on with it lately, they've been doing a lot of scummy shit with it. So this is one of the few W's where they get fucked in the ass and they lose because they want to use AI and a chatbot for their services. Anyways, you made this far into the video. Consider like, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.